that level that we know they can achieve. It's a roster that has had their moments of brilliance throughout the season and has been still the most consistent team in North America, but can they finally come into peak form? Here's Justin to start things off immediately with a simple pass from Turbo.
And it's really a nice job here from Justin in the shooting. Yes, the pass from Turbo is good, but Justin goes for a fake and just lets Ajax squirm on the goal line. And it says, yeah, nice defense, buddy. Just taps it in the top right.
Rolled is still driving the Imperator from earlier. He switched cards a few times today. Turbo rocking the Skyline, which is becoming more and more common, but Turbo to Justin again, this time blocked by Hoxer. Garrett G tries to challenge Hoxer on the wall, but Hoxer's got other ideas. Now back in midfield with Roldiz right behind him. He flicks high. Roldiz moves in for the shot, but Justin's got him blocked. Garrett G will take it to the corner to safety.
That was a nice carry up the field as well from the United. You need to be able to bring the ball down like that, beat one defender, and hold on to possession past that midfield line, because NRG is a team that eats you up if they're the ones that hold possession.
Oh, Justin to Turbo. They've been all the offense so far in this first minute. The defense holds again for United. Ajax past one. Justin, nice beat on the front line defense, and now moves it into the corner to try and get it around by himself. Challenged by Roldiz out of the goal. Now one will wrap all the way back out into NRG territory. Garrett G, who's had to do relatively little so far in this game, will play some defense, and Justin's got the long clear. Garrett G just lets it roll.
Garrett actually was caught a little bit far forward. Nice defense on the cross attempt from NRG, but there's a little bit of space, and NRG not really having any troubles breaking out of their own half.
Turbo pulls up on the wall, but he's chased by Roldiz. He makes contact, but there's no one else in EU's half from his team, so that'll be United's ball back across midfield. Justin tries to get it out of his own half, but gets shut down. Garrett G now just trying to break through that midfield line. Right now, United's got a nice rotation going, and they're keeping this ball pinned in the oranges. There's 3:23 left to go. Roldiz a pass across. Ajax had turned around, wasn't ready for it. Garrett G picks it up.
It was a great idea from Roldiz. The pass across is the right approach there, because you need to make NRG sort of change perspectives a little bit as it goes across the goal line when you're shooting. But it is important to realize what the situation is for your own team on offense.
3 minutes left. Game number one. NRG the only team on the board. Ajax's pass to Hoxer. He looked for Ajax again, but pass comes a little bit slow. Roldiz now airborne up against Garrett, who wins it. Now Justin looking for another shot. Gets this one towards the goal, but it's high. It's going to need some help. And is Turbo there? He sure is. To finish that one off, NRG now up by 2.
This is a great job both from Turbo and Justin. Yes, Garrett wins the challenge. Justin puts it in a weird spot. Maybe it'll float into the net, but it's really Turbo making the read. If that clear goes out, he positions himself on the left side to be able to get the clear. But as soon as he realizes it's a miss, he can just cut in and go and take a nice shot. Even if it gets blocked from the second chance, he's got a great chance to dunk it because of his position.
Approaching halftime. United gets to get on the board. Turbo Porcel airborne. They get that one over the top of Ajax, and Justin's there to try and finish it. And
Turbo, what are you talking about? Oh, man. That's just a fun one. This is
how many passes? 1,
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
No, 3.
Yeah, 3. The last one was a shot there.
That's just an exercise in small adjustments from both players all the way throughout. Way to hang with it, NRG.
And if that final shot hadn't been in, it would have hit Turbo.
It was right there.
Wonderful. Covering for each other. Defense not able to work with it. So United still looking for that first goal. A demolition onto Garrett G will help open up some space. But Roldiz has got to get control of this one quickly. Gets the flick over one, but Turbo Pulsa has the answer. And Justin in midfield will pick up control over the top of Ajax. Hoxer now. Look for this dribble. Gets it past Garrett. Roldiz advances. 50-50 with Turbo. Now another one with Justin. This one's onto the backboard. Here's Turbo looking for the drop. It doesn't make contact. Now Garrett G and fakes out Hoxer, but Roldiz is there, and Justin wasn't there to make the shot. Now on the other end, the outfield pass, no good. Hoxer looks for the back pass, and it's going to turn into effectively an own goal. Garrett G will steal it from him. And
so Garrett G touched that ball back on his last shot attempt that Hoxer didn't come up with. Garrett G skimmed it with the wheel. Oh, did he touch it right there?
He touched it at the
Oh,
very end.
never mind.
I
thought, okay.
It's also funny to me that he boosted the entire time to catch that ball.
No, that's mine.
Nothing matters at that point. They've already put it in, and it is the 4th goal of game number 1. NRG absolutely came to play today.
Well, to be fair, Garrett G was sitting at under 100 points. He was at 98 before he put that goal in.
He has had to do almost nothing this game. It's been entirely the Justin Turbo show. We which is a big change from week number 1 when we were wondering how is Turbo going to fit into this roster. As Garrett G gets this one to bounce, and he'll finish off another one. 5-0 now as NRG just continues to pound the net.
Yeah, it was. You're absolutely right. How did Turbo slot in early? It definitely felt in a couple of the series he's just there to force the hand of the defense, to be in the great position, get the ball into space, let Justin and Garrett do whatever. But Rocket League is, as I like to say, a gifted improviser's game.
Yes. I mean, he picked up Fireburner's role of just saying, I'm just going to rotate around and let these two star players of Garrett G and Justin do their thing as they look for a 6th goal here with still over a minute left to play in game number 1. But Turbo here in this one has been part of that leading offense. Garrett G kind of holding down the back line, being the anchor. Justin, as always, being the pizzazz on the front line, looks for a helicopter shot here. Won't turn into anything. But eUnited, man, I think from my analysis here, the difference has been how many touches it takes to make a shot happen just between the two teams. Every time NRG has the ball, every touch they're making right now is helping develop their offensive positioning. Where it seems that for me at eUnited, they have to make one touch to control the ball, and then the second touch is what makes that shot happen. And that difference in pacing is just completely seeing them outclassed by NRG right now.
Oh, yeah. NRG's approach on a lot of challenges is really just phenomenal. I honestly think the best chance eUnited had to score this game was early on when they caught Garrett G a smidge too far forward and he had to rotate all the way back. And even then, he just handled the bounce off the wall quite easily. eUnited have really been trying to just contend with winning the ball away. Here's a chance for Ajax, and popped up high, but wow.
Not even allowed to shoot. NRG takes that one in style.
That's an exclamation point to game 1 if I've ever seen one. And you certainly don't need any time to warm up, and you see it there in the stats. That's 13 shots to 2, which is absolutely right. NRG won the ball in the midfield. The touches developed out of the corner. They won challenges, blocked clears. I mean, eUnited was fighting tooth and nail just to break out of their half this game.
Here was kind of the goal that really we saw NRG run away with it. It was kind of over after this third goal. Justin to Turbo. This was still just wild.
That's the gifted improviser's display right there. Is, you know what? You'll be hard-pressed to find 3 better improvisers than NRG.
Turbo's like, no, Justin, you don't miss. Let's go back in. Touch it again. Come on.
Try again, buddy.
And as Turbo puts it back into Justin there, it's like the chances of it not going in the goal are extremely low. If he touches it in any way, shape, or form, it probably scores. And while that was kind of the one where I think it was over, for eUnited, though, a goal like that, you look at it and you're like, okay, that just happened.
Whatever.
You know, let's move on. Let's keep on playing Rocket League here. But being down 3-0 is really rough. And then the moment it got up to 4, it really genuinely was over. And then they still got one more after that. eUnited, they needed that last goal just to get some momentum back on their side, break some morale, be like, hey, we didn't get shut out in game number 1, denied at the 0-second mark.
And that is quite tough for eUnited as well, because again, it's shades of what they saw back in week 2. You know, they just don't get anything going at all versus this NRG team, and it really is a product of not having the space to be able to bring the ball down. And that's a good job by NRG, to be fair. They do a great job getting the ball high in the air, forcing eUnited to make long touches up the field. It's tough for them to get this ball, find it on the backboard, and come down with it cleanly. And then on top of that, you have to be in time to make the first touch over a defender. I mean, it's just a great job from NRG putting the ball in great places where they know they're going to win.
What was Garrett G doing in this corner? He was so far upfield, having a cherry pick. Didn't really work, turn into a goal just yet, but they've still got the ball in the blue. Hawksher will take it away from Justin. Garrett G beats him in the midfield.
It's like right there. I mean, Garrett G just launched that ball towards the middle. Ajax has no opportunity to come down with that ball. He's forced to just punt it right back because of how strong it is.
Justin out of his back corner, being challenged by Ajax right now. He looks to gain control of this one, and the second touch will push it to the side. Now Hawksher over the top of Garrett G. It's coming back down to the box. Roldez looks for the shot, but the defense got it away. The first minute will not see. I believe we had multiple goals in the first minute for NRG in game number 1. Just the one. This time it'll come and go quietly. In game 2, Garrett G, though, beating 1. Hawksher's got an answer, but Turbo pulls it up to keep this offense going. Did Justin rotate around in time? In the midfield with space. He'll get this one for free. Takes the shot. AJ's got the save. Nice and high.
Great communication from eUnited there not to scramble despite having an uncontested shot from a guy like Justin.
Justin's trying to set this one up for Garrett G after Turbo pulls it. Got the bump on the goalie, but rolled his smart play. Slows it down in the corner, says, hey, you've got to take this one away from me. Justin doesn't like his options, and that play will devolve. But now Justin with another one off the crossbar. Turbo pulls his up. Does he have rolled his beat? It'll drop back down to the box. There's Justin from the corner. Gets the boost, snaps that one in, and they've got the lead back.
Great job. Justin wishes that one was in. Rolled his great job trying to control the ball, but Turbo, the speed just to get up above that one and make sure he can't tap that one out to the ceiling. Stop the clear attempt. Great faith from Justin to have trust in Turbo to win that ball and stick it right back down to where he was, and that's just aggressive approach from Turbo and a solid follow-up.
6 goals straight now for NRG. United trying to get the scoring started here. Rolled is with a pass back out. Turbo pulls it, doesn't make contact, but Garrett G's got one beat now. Looks for the pass off of his roof. Oh, it's so high, but Justin won't find the next contact as United can breathe for just a second. Turbo pulls it, trying to put that pressure back on, but there's Garrett once more. Rolled is makes the save, but Justin's there. The offense is literally perfection.
It's the pressure. Ajax, he's forced to clear that ball because Turbo's putting pressure on him. Roldiz has to dodge the demo from Turbo, which means he can't hit the ball exactly how he wants. And Justin just reads all of it perfectly. He knows he's going to have a window here to make something happen. Goes super aggressive as the third man, but the timing is perfect.
And it's the shot from Garrett is great. Roldiz is already pressed with that. Turbo pulls and moves in to make his life significantly harder. And even if beside all that he makes the block, Justin was there. And he did make the block. And Justin was there, so goal number 2 for game number 2 goes in. 7 goals straight now. NRG scored. Ajax up with this one. Justin will try to kind of pop him off the ball here, but the offense continues. United pressing in. Roldiz is going to be in a tough angle here, but Hawkster's rotated behind him. He's a little bit low on boost. Can they find the shot? Roldiz goes to the slip reset by himself, and they'll break the drought. eUnited's on the board.
I actually thought that ball was going to pop out for a second. Ajax catches a piece of Turbo. Delays the defense, and a wonderful flip reset from Roldiz to sneak it by 2 defenders.
That was an insane shot. Like the where he was in the air with the ball, like, let's go to this side, let's reset our flip, let's shoot it in. Like,
it was tough to handle.
Well played from Roldiz, who's having a wonderful day. Ajax, that's not a great touch. Turbo will buy them a little bit of time by putting it in the corner, but still dangerous here. Hawkster out to midfield, over the top of Ajax. Justin will turn around, sends this one to midfield. Roldiz continuing to chase after his first aerial touch with the second drive in a row.
Great cover-up from Garrett G here on defense, but NRG actually under a fair amount of pressure. Turbo able to dodge the demo.
Justin's out of boost. He's going to need some help. Turbo Pulsa not able to beat Hawkster, and Garrett G doesn't beat Ajax. Nobody's home. Justin's flying back in time. What a read. What a flight to stop that inevitable shot.
He had to dodge a demo. That's why it was so difficult.
Here's Roldiz with control up against Garrett. Garrett challenges it off of his hood, and now all of United's got to fly back onto defense. But Justin with another win in the midfield will keep this pressure going. Garrett G's popped it up. Turbo Pulse is already airborne. No one's there to challenge him, but he couldn't quite get it directly on target. And United will breathe.
And NRG has all the boost, too. I mean, they've scooped up both midfields. Finally, United picks up one of their corner boosts, but they just don't have a lot to work with right now.
Roldiz needs to make the save. High in the air. He'll get it back to midfield. Finds Ajax on the side. They'll get that one into NRG's corner. The final minute has been an exciting game. United trying to tie up this series. Garrett G will flick it past one. Now Ajax looking for another player. Roldiz on the wall. Tried. Hawkster misses high. Justin pops it in. Garrett G will clear it. That'll be the defense of NRG holding on. Their 1-goal lead.
Good adjustment from Garrett G from a bit of an awkward touch. And Turbo plays from the backboard because he was trying to get himself away from a demo. And fortunately, eUnited don't connect on a great passing opportunity.
United, that was the one they needed, and it slips away. Roldiz, get it off the wall. Hawkster's up. He's had some insane shots today. Passed it back down to Roldiz. Now the play across. Roldiz up. Ajax airborne for the shot, but blocked. 25 seconds left. NRG's holding on to the 1-goal lead. Garrett G now off the back wall, doesn't make contact, but Turbo Pulse is there. No pressure from the rest of eUnited. Roldiz tries to slow this one down for his teammates, and what is happening? They're burning so much time just trying to sort out who's supposed to go here. Hawkster gets demolished in net, and now Justin just looking for one more to seal the deal. Ajax with 4 seconds left. He's got to make this play all by himself. He's got Hawkster in support now. There's the pass down to him. He's got it on his hood, but it'll fall off, and NRG will take game 2.
Tough break for United. Hawkster actually had an open net there at the end, but I think he shot it towards the wall because he figured NRG was going to be in position. And then unfortunately, NRG, that momentary lapse and not getting punished for being out of position just allowed them to push down the rest of the field, waste a lot of time. And by then they had their wheels back under them, and that was all she wrote.
There was, I believe, the second goal. Again, seeing the pressure onto Roldiz is just so and the fact that Justin is just moving up knowing either the ball's in or I'm shooting it. Like, this is such perfect offense from these guys. They give Ajax no window to cover up for Roldiz, who just had the most heavy plate put in front of him. Like,
oh yeah,
carrying that's going to be so difficult. But I will say, significant improvement for United here in game number 2.
Much better. There were many opportunities. I pointed out in game 1, definitely tough to get the ball down, keep it close as possible. You even saw the one goal they scored. Roldiz, I mean, he was just feathering his boots trying to hang with this ball. And
it was gorgeous.
Turned it into a flip reset. And that's what you need to do. You need to hang on to the ball. You have to create these tough chances for yourself like that, and you got to convert them, because NRG, they played great defense this series. There were a couple times eUnited definitely had them under a significant amount of pressure, but they were making some excellent reads on where the passes were headed. NRG's defense is definitely the best in North America. That's it.
The flight back from Justin when they're completely pushed up and he's got
to dodge a demo.
He made the perfect read. Dodge a demo, flies through the air, makes the stop to keep the ball in the corner to keep that easy shot from going through. And the one goal we've seen from United, probably the best goal of the series so far, but that's such a difficult play to make, that weird flip reset carry. They can't rely on those sorts of plays if they want to beat NRG. They've got to find a way to work together as a team. Here in game number 3, down by 2. It's a best of 7, so they still have some wiggle room, but it's slowly and going away.
What's funny, I do think eUnited actually do have a great approach on offense. They're putting the demo pressure on NRG as a flip, or as a double tap, is denied from Justin.
I do think eUnited's backboard has been wonderful. NRG has gotten almost nothing off the backboard this series. As another one flies down here, this one in the box. Roldiz will clear it out to Hoxer. Now Turbo off the wall. Roldiz out to Hoxer again, but Justin intercepts now to Turbo, back to Justin, and intercepted by Ajax. They'll get this one cleanly back into NRG's territory.
That's a good read from Ajax to take that away and set up a great chance.
Oh, Roldiz there, finds the shot, but nearly gets denied. Not today, though. United score first in game 3.
Big play from Ajax. Wins the ball on his own half, wins the second challenge, stuffs Turbo as well. I mean, talk about man doing the heavy lifting. Ajax dragging his team to a goal right there. Big plays out of the corner.
And an important one as they take this lead. How does NRG play from behind? They haven't had to do this yet this series. Hoxer drops this down. Now Roldiz looks for a second shot and finds it. Upper 90, perfect placement. Roldiz having a great day.
So NRG kind of freeze a little bit here. Turbo doesn't get the best touch. Garrett thinks maybe Justin will go for it. Justin thinks Garrett's probably going to go for it. They both split off in opposite directions, and Roldiz, cool, I'll shoot that.
The fact that Turbo was that close to saving it after making the first save, having to back up in the net, and then nearly made it to upper 90, absolutely insane player there. But Roldiz, 3 goals on the series so far, all the scoring for eUnited. Now a 2-goal lead.
Roldiz just trying to muscle one through Garrett G. And that's something you got to be careful of. Your lead's only 2, the game just started. If you make an aggressive push like that, and it pokes over your head, well, then you just let NRG bring the game back.
Garrett G through 1. Hoxer will win the challenge and moves up to midfield. Keeps his ball moving quickly into the corner. Now Justin back out. Here's Garrett G. Just shoots from the mid and rolled. Might actually have helped this in, but it doesn't matter. The pressure is what scored the goal.
This read from Justin is insane.
Wild.
He goes up the backboard, perfectly understanding where it's going. Garrett G's shot was off the mark.
I think it was off the mark. I think Roldiz scores his 4th goal of the series, but into the wrong net. Absolutely wild game so far.
You can't blame him for thinking it's going to be on target. It's Garrett G.
And it's so barely wide. Like, you have a split second to make the decision, is it wide or not? It's just tragic that the touch actually puts it in. Ajax. Roldiz in front of the box. Garrett G's there.
Garrett G almost
block it. 2:53 on the clock. Turbo's creating more pressure in the corner. NRG is playing about the fastest they've played all season right now.
Definitely looks much better than their Week 5 performance versus Rogue, no doubt.
Turbo past 1. Roldiz wins another 50-50. The midfield game from eUnited slowly improving throughout the course of the series.
Well, they definitely seem to have a much better understanding of what NRG's approach is. They're keeping good tabs about where the support player is for whoever's got the ball. They're doing a great job sniffing out a lot of the passing lanes from NRG. So credit to eUnited and the midfield defense side of things as the series has gone on.
Oh, Garrett G wins 2 there, and Ajax looks for goalies, but Turbo Pulsar has other ideas. Now Garrett G picks this one back up. He's got Roldiz in front of him, flicks it over the top of him, but Roldiz be able to get a touch on it, put it into the corner, slow down this drive. Now with 3 players in the corner for eUnited, here comes Turbo Pulsar. Roldiz not quite able to make it, but Hoxer blocks the shot as he went for the bounce shot and gave Hoxer room to make the play. Ajax now out of this corner. Demolition on a Justin will actually strengthen the NRG back line, and Turbo Pulsar will just immediately rotate at midfield to make the challenge. There's past 1. Hoxer continues to be a nuisance in that corner.
Pass a little too far though, so breathing room for United here on a transition.
Garrett G gets it out to Justin. Roldiz waits. It's over the top of him, but Hoxer's got it. Now Turbo onto the wall. Roldiz pass across. Garrett G demolishes Ajax and gets the touch into the corner. Now Turbo up. Let's punt this one out of his half. With 1:18 left to go, United still with a 1-goal lead. NRG, only goal that they've got came on the pressurer's own goal.
Yeah.
Here's Garrett G now. Justin up to challenge it. Ajax has to fly for it. It's back down to the box, but Turbo Pulsar demolished. That'll open up so much space. And Demolition back onto Roldiz. A momentary 2v2 here, but Justin beats 1. Garrett G's flying back, and here comes Turbo Pulsar off the respawn. Not able to win that challenge at midfield in this final minute. NRG's got their work cut out for him.
Yeah, Hoxer, that demo was huge. But here's a almost uncontested touch. Roldiz kind of hung up in the midfield a little bit, but Garrett has to bide his time. Hoxer, excellent job keeping it close. That's what you need to do to close it out.
Oh, Justin misses. Turbo Pulsar will get it off to the corner, and Garrett G be able to extend that play. Now, can they make do on this? Possibly the whiff creating an overcommitment from eUnited with 25 seconds left, but Hoxer again. He's just been such a beautiful nuisance. Continuously getting in the way. Justin able to block Roldiz, who would put in another shot, but Turbo over the top of 1 now. Can they get this one across midfield with 10 seconds left? Ajax puts another shot on. Double commit from NRG, and that one should do it. Hoxer puts a shot up, but it doesn't matter. Another double commit. They're just not going to be in position to drive this down the field. Turbo Pulsar keeps it high, but there's the final one. Hoxer will score a buzzer beater to say, hey, we've come back. eUnited's on the board.
That is a well-deserved win for eUnited this game. They played such good defense in the midfield. Started really understanding how NRG was trying to move the ball at the pitch, bringing it down when they had space, forcing NRG to come to them, and Hoxer is a well-deserved MVP winner, relieving a ton of pressure, shots on target, saves. He really did do it all here in this game versus NRG.
I feel like he needed the goal at the end just to make sure he was on the top. You know, like the goal didn't matter at the end of the game.
But, you know, he did the work.
I did all the work in the midfield. I deserve MVP in this game. Give me that goal for the extra 100 score there. He absolutely was just everywhere he needed to be, won every challenge he needed to win. The amount of times like, oop, here's NRG's got a chance. And Hoxer's like, no, you don't. And then just pushes it off to the side. And it's like, dang it, go away. Let me play Rocket League.
So now it's adjustment time for NRG because eUnited really did start sniffing out how you were trying to pass the ball. Great marks on where the pass was going, how to cut it out, get the ball going back the other way, limit that NRG offense. So NRG is going to have to figure out how else they want to try and break down eUnited. Did they start going for fakes and less passes? Because that did definitely work. You saw it in game 1, the very first goal.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin just kind of let Ajax just show his hand and then just rip one into the top right. So eUnited, the next question is, can you do that over and over? And can you keep up with NRG as they start changing as well?
Historically, NRG is the sort of team that once a certain level of Rocket League has been achieved, they have the way to go to the next level. For me, the thing I'm going to be watching for is, do they start pulling out the crazy solo plays? It's like, here's Justin, have the ball, everyone respects you, make the crazy play, do the thing we've seen all season of make the assist be where all the dirty work's done, draw all the defenders out because of the respect you demand.
To be fair, that is a double-edged sword for NRG, because when that happens, we've seen it more and more that it is nowhere near as effective as it once was, i.e. back in Season 6. And ever since then, the long full-court air dribbles really have not had quite as much punch for many teams. And when Justin gets into that mode, it has tended to not favor them.
Oh my goodness, Hoxer's got to hit the shot. He does, okay. Barely makes that one work. as NRG completely collapsed on defense.
Yeah, Turbo Justin double commit. Ajax pumps Garrett G, and he actually has a pretty decent idea to try and recover into the middle of the net to try and defend one way or the other, but a perfectly placed ball from Hoxer, and NRG kind of collapsing on themselves a little bit there on defense off the kickoff.
Man, and any momentum NRG built in that 7-goal streak they had off the top of the series is completely gone, absolutely evaporated, as eUnited has taken over here. A win in Game 3, and now the lead early in Game 4. A best of 7 we are playing, so both teams needing to get to that 4th win to move into the finals to face off against Pittsburgh Knights. We're waiting. Turbo Pulsa played into the corner, rolled his help to get there. Now Garrett G up. Challenge won by Ajax. Turbo Pulsa versus Roldiz. He's airborne first, but Hoxer again just absolutely clangs it into the corner and has NRG completely reset on offense.
Oh, Turbo definitely thrown for a bit of a loop there. Ajax not going for the pass, but they don't handle it well in the midfield.
Well, Justin, he's got control of the fake under one. Can he get two? No, Ajax just outright tackles him. He's had enough of it. NRG still looking for that first goal here in Game 4.
Poke through as well. Garrett G's got space, and they're definitely trying to work with it. Pass to Justin, and Roldiz. Big stop on the goal line.
Maybe the best infield pass of the series, and Roldiz has it read before the pass starts. Absolutely beautiful play, but the pressure on the other end, Ajax doesn't quite have the same clairvoyance here, and Turbo Pulsa ties the game.
Yeah, Hoxer just trying to stick behind the ball, but Garrett goes right behind the center of it, just takes it off him because he falls a little bit too far under it, pops off the backboard, and Turbo with a perfect read beats the defender on the line.
3:28 on the clock. A tie game. NRG going to get back into the winning column here. They're dropping Game 3. Hoxer has been such a nuisance. Roldiz having the day of his life in Rocket League. There's over the top of one. Justin's challenge will be good enough, but Ajax picks it up. Now Turbo. Waited for him to lose control. Got it up off of Roldiz. It's a bad situation for Ajax here, and there's not anybody challenging him, or at least Garrett G probably did, and the camera angle tricked us. Now back on defense, maybe not. Here's Justin. Onto the backboard. Clear from Ajax. Justin doesn't make contact. Now Hoxer challenging with no boost into the corner. Loses it against Turbo Pulsa, who beats Ajax as well, and now out into the middle. Roldiz just tries to take the shot, and Garrett G's got him blocked. That should be eUnited done. But Ajax, a nice recovery. Found boost somewhere and kept that one at midfield. NRG still having to play in their own half.
Definitely picking it up in terms of the speed department. The positioning getting better for eUnited. Not allowing NRG to go for those clears out into space. Diving across, beating NRG to a couple of the balls and keeping them under pressure.
Oh, Hoxer over the top of one. Justin's got the save. Now Roldiz. In the corner, Turbo Pulsa airborne. Hoxer tried to challenge him. Now the pass back into Ajax, but Garrett G, what a beautiful block. And now NRG flying down the field. A read from Garrett G out into Roldiz. Justin tries to push this one around. Now he's having to work a lot of contact.
Oh my goodness!
The box, but Turbo Pulsa is not there. Too many defenders. He didn't feel confident. Now Garrett G up. The defense has got to be all to boost. Turbo Pulsa looked for the goalie, but he couldn't find it. And the defense will hold. Justin onto the backboard one more time. There's Turbo, but Roldiz has the save again. eUnited hold on.
And that all goes back to Justin making that decision to just bring that ball down as Garrett G finally won possession in the corner. Slow it down. That allowed NRG to get their footing and put together a couple of great chances, but strong defense from eUnited and a great stand.
Still a tie game. Game number 4, Turbo Pulsa. Pumps it high, and now Ajax with the turnaround, looking for the double tap up against Garrett G. Drops it there, it's got the save. Roldiz in with the follow-up, can't get it around the post. Hoxer will try, but no, the pinch will fall. Justin will continue to flip his way down the pitch, and Ajax keeps his mind around him, keeps his wits about him, and is able to get that one off to the corner.
How did Garrett G save that ball?
That was just a beautiful read. He's so good.
Well, he reacted. It wasn't a read. He just let him shoot it, and he made the save. Oh, man.
Turbo Pulsa versus Hoxer. Neutral at midfield. We slow down for just a moment. Now Justin with space. Does he have boost as well? Plays it off of Hoxer across midfield. Now Justin and Garrett G tag team this one. There's Turbo. Can he make the shot? Puts it up for 90, and it's just too high. Justin and Garrett G both falling back. They'll try to keep this drive going, but there won't be that immediate follow-up shot. With 33 seconds left, it's still a tie game, and demos reign everywhere. Ajax past everyone. Can the demo get back in time? No! Ajax makes the play, and eUnited have the lead.
How did Ajax? That's a beautiful catch on the sidewall. Turbo is so beat, and well done to just stay with that ball, not getting over-aggressive. Just stay behind it. And 2 players on NRG caught too far forward.
How many players can say that they have in a single air dribble beat Turbo Pulsa and Garrett G? Ajax playing like someone who wants to be the North American regional champions here. With 15 seconds left, they've got the lead. Can they hold on to it? Oh, Garrett G hits the crossbar. Follow up from Justin's a bit high. Here comes Turbo, but Roldes is up as well. That'll block the first shot. He pops it, so that'll block NRG from making an immediate play. Turbo Pulsa tries to ball Ajax, but no, not going to happen. Garrett G off the wall. This one should touch, and we are tied up at 2 games apiece.
NRG really trying to go for a little bit of misdirection there, try and get eUnited to break formation on the goal line at the end with a little bit of fakes. But they stay strong, stay composed, and make the last couple blocks. And wow, the fun part about eUnited today has been that all 3 of them at one point or another have just had a wonderful performance. Ajax, Hoxer, Roldes, they're all 3 clicking in, and you see it no better here than this air dribble. Just stay with it. He didn't try and continue to push it despite being low on boost. It's this little boost down to just make sure he got this touch. Just right down a little bit so he's got the right timing. Perfect.
Wonderful play. Absolutely wonderful play. And like you said, every player has had their moments and has had the way that they have influenced this team and getting them to where they are right now. Tied. 2 games apiece. We are guaranteed at least a game 6 for the 4th series of the 5th series of the day. Like, we have these have been some absolute bangers of matches so far. Very few boring games. And my goodness, eUnited playing like a world championship team. They've qualified already. They're going to Madrid, and right now they'd like to take that top seed.
Yeah, it's been fun and a huge turnaround as well. Again, remember, they only scored 3 goals last time they played NRG.
They got outscored 7-1 in the first 2 games of this series.
And they're right back in it. The adjustments coming through, making great plays on defense, making sure to clean up the backboard like you were saying. They're not letting NRG take anything. Turbo has been trying. Turbo has actually been incredibly fast coming out of the midfield to put pressure on eUnited and try and keep possessions going for NRG, and they have just stopped that in its tracks.
Well, moving into game 5, Garrett G will try to make the play. Justin changed up his paint scheme in between the games here. He was driving a more red vehicle before.
Blue, yellow dot matrix.
Yeah, dot matrix or dot rush. I forget which one it's called. From the Champions Series crates. A shot from Turbo blocked by Roldes. Ajax popped it high. Hoxer keeps this one going. Ajax will advance. No one's challenging him here. He gets a flip reset, but gets 2 defenders out of it. The rest of his team not in position to make use of that ball. The double commit did get a piece of it.
But still, surprising to see a team like NRG have any sort of double commit on a play like that, where it's really just one guy coming at the team.
Especially when they've been playing so clean.
And it's been happening all series long as well. Get NRG in front of the net, and they've kind of been a little divey over each other.
Justin with a bump on Hoxer to open up some space, but no one was there to make the shot. Roldes will send it away. Now Hoxer back down. Turbo Pulsa out to Justin. Quickly turns in the corner, picks this up. No one's challenging him, though, and he loses control. Garrett will help him out. Roldes, though, out of that corner, sets it up. Here's Hoxer to extend this one down into the NRG half.
Oh, nice from Justin.
He's past 1. He's got Turbo Pulse in the midfield. No one directly challenged him. Roldes has that read off the wall. Now Garrett G a pass back into the midfield, but it's significantly ahead of his teammate. That neutral play just falls back into United offense here. There's a shot, and Garrett G has got the clear.
NRG definitely trying to find each other with the long crosses, but placement is definitely a little off. And Justin, you might have just given up a goal.
Oh, Roldes couldn't double tap it, and Garrett G's got the clear. An absolute nail biter here, and Turbo Pulse and Ajax are respecting rule number 1 in the corner. This is the semifinals. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Roldes takes the shot, it's not there, and the follow-up, it pays off for eUnited. This time, Turbo Pulse gets punished.
Yes. If there's any player that I would ever expect to always follow that, it would be Turbo. But Garrett can't keep up with a strong touch off the wall, and Hoxer gets the rebound. Justin doesn't cut down the angle, and eUnited again. 3 games in a row, score first.
They've scored for every team. The team that has scored first has won the game. Every single game so far this series. If that continues here, eUnited is going to have match point on game 6. Hoxer, play over the top of 1. Turbo Pulse puts this up. Ajax now the drop to roll is the infield pass blocked by Justin, and now here comes Garrett G.
Danger.
Back down the field to pass across to Justin, puts it on target. No,
Turbo.
it's high. Turbo Pulse follow up, also off the crossbar. NRG with an absolutely brilliant play that falls apart at the shot.
It's like you can understand Justin not scoring that. There is a lot of places that you need to make sure you don't hit it into. So off the backboard one more time to let Turbo come in and clean it up, I think is a pretty solid move. And it's on Turbo to make sure he nails that.
Turbo missing that one. I was wondering, like, is the respecting rule number one kind of almost a strategic thing of, like, remember, we're playing a video game. This is fun. Let's have a good time. You know, like, break up any sort of tilt. It could definitely be a good anti-tilt mechanic. But
I would take Garrett and Justin in any 2v2 battle.
Yeah, that's true. Garrett G finally makes the shot. There we go. This looks like maybe a pinch out of off the side wall here as they tie it up here in Game 5.
Yeah, Roldiz just misses a clean long clear. And Ajax just doesn't think Justin's going to follow him all the way, and then a crazy pinch from Garrett G right into the left-hand side. That's just I mean, what are you going to do about that one if you're eUnited? That one's just, it doesn't even make sense.
It's Justin and Roldiz on the kickoff. Ajax will pick it up out of his own corner. Looks for the flip reset, but no cigar this time. Justin over the top of one, follows it, and kind of gets it underneath Hoxer. eUnited struggling to find ball control after second touch on kickoff. Now Turbo Pulse dribbles in the midfield. Roldiz gets challenged off. The pass across. Here comes Garrett G. Justin looks for goalies. Garrett G rips it to the upper 90. And is not quite there. Turbo Pulse is followed also wide. And eUnited is being their heads on a swivel right now, flying back and forth on the field as it's just rocketing from side to side.
And you got to give them credit. They're making sure not to double commit either. It is tough when a team really starts to go horizontally across on you. It's very easy to panic. We've seen NRG do it.
Roldiz with an excellent touch off the ceiling to force Turbo Pulse to stay on the ground. Now Hoxer past one up against Justin. Can he get the fake on him? Justin will just punt it and then follow it up himself. Carries it out to midfield. It's a little bit low on boost though, and Roldiz has the read on him. And now Garrett G. Look at this pop up high. Turbo Pulse will try to make the play here out of midfield. Here he comes. There's the shot on target. Roldiz has the save. With 1 minute remaining, Garrett G looks for a double tap. First double tap of the game. I don't know. Here comes Turbo. So much pressure. Ajax makes the save. And eUnited hold on. Still tied up.
Yes.
Oh, there's Turbo Pulse with the final one in. It does go in. NRG's pressure finally makes them crack. They've got the lead.
I mean, that block on Garrett G's double tap was tough enough. The follow-through I thought might have got there, but then it rebounds right back out to Garrett G. And again, they go across the pitch, and you're absolutely right. Whittling away, they finally find a hole. The pass is on target, and Turbo finds the right side.
I think NRG must have controlled the midfield boost. It's the only way I can think that they stay on offense that long, that fast. And that would eventually also drain out eUnited here. But with 30 seconds left, they're not done in Game 5. They've got offensive control now. Hoxer and Roldiz get the one across to Ajax. Does he put it in? He does. They tie it right back up, and we keep playing.
Insanity here from eUnited. Hoxer just battling, got the flip reset and flipped it out to the middle. Roldiz comes in to apply pressure, and Ajax right place, right time.
It's so important that Ajax scores that on the first touch. If he takes one touch to set it up and then a second touch to shoot, NRG absolutely saves it. What a play. One touch into the net, and now NRG back to the drawing board. Can they find the lead?
Really took a page out of the Pittsburgh Nightbook. Send the house. Just put the pressure on them, and
we'll figure it out when we get down there. It'll work out. Here comes NRG. Justin on the backboard looking for the pass. Garrett G just does it all by himself off the ceiling. They've got the lead with 5 seconds.
We mentioned it earlier in the day in one of the games. The versatility of the flip reset. You get the massive advantage of timing. Garrett G can choose whenever he would like to execute eUnited, and he chose 5 seconds left.
Can they hold on? We've seen crazier things happen today. So many buzzer beaters already. But NRG, they'll slam that one into the ground. They'll take Game 5 by brute force. And we go into Game 6. NRG 1 away from playing against Pittsburgh.
And that was a battle, no doubt, in Game 5. That actually very well could be the best game of the entire day.
Yeah.
eUnited, if you would have asked me who I thought was going to win this series before it started, I would say NRG in 5. But I am willing to bet we're going to go all 7. eUnited really are playing a great game versus NRG.
I feel like it's a team that has nothing to lose, right? They've already done what they wanted to do today. They've already qualified for Madrid, and now icing on the cake would be being able to play for the regional championship.
I remember. I mean, what? Who's trying to go to bed after he finishes their series later?
Yeah. Roll this.
They don't care.
Yeah, he's like, I just got to sleep, man. I got stuff to do tomorrow. But
got stuff to do. Well, you got to play another one here versus NRG.
9 shots both ways, 7 saves from NRG. They had to play so much in their own box, but they managed to pull it off with a flip reset.
Yeah.
A flip reset from Garrett G. Garrett G doesn't hit flip resets that often. I don't see him go for that often, I feel like.
The thing is he usually doesn't have to.
He usually Justin does it for him.
Usually Justin does it for him. Or because he'll just come in and pop it off the wall or just shoot a great redirect. That's normally what he does.
Sorry, I just wanted to point out, Turbo Pulse is still rocking the Season 5 World Champion title in game.
It's from week 1.
I feel like it is still like this, that again, kind of getting into this anti-tilt mechanics.
It's just a little dig.
How do we just keep our team vibe strong here? You know, the title he took away from Justin Garrett G.
If you want a personification of Turbo Pulse as a person, it's the Season 5 World Championship title and going for the 2v2 in the North American Regional Championship. That's Turbo Pulse.
I already got to think, you guys need the title, right? Yeah, I don't need the title.
That's the kind of guy he is. He's a lighthearted dude who happens to be phenomenal at a Rocket League game.
He's a lighthearted savage. You know? Absolutely savage, man. Well, Game 6. eUnited with backs against the wall. If they want to play for that title, they've got to win it here. But they have shown us time and time again in this series they have everything they need to make NRG sweat. Can they get this win? A pass infield, it's a little bit fast for Hoxer. He won't be able to make contact. But here comes NRG on the other side. Turbo Pulse sets it up. Here's Justin, already airborne for it, puts it in. What a play from Justin. He jumped early on that one, grounded himself, and immediately got back up.
Yeah, Justin really just went for it, assuming Turbo was going to win the ball. And Ajax really needs to come up with that touch. It's an awkward bounce, but either way, I feel like any bounce out of the corner should be definitely defendable for any team at this level, and that one slips through, and they are justly punished.
I think that Justin near pre-jumps on Turbo Pulse's challenge, expecting him to win.
Well, he knows it's okay, because if it gets cleared, he knows Garrett's behind him.
And he knows Turbo Pulse is rotating. Still just a wild speed on that play. Here's Garrett G across to Justin. Shot clanger right into the center. That's 2-0 now for NRG.
And again, Garrett G with excellent vision here. You saw him in the last play. The pass across to Turbo Pulse. This basically the same one out to Justin. Let him choose his spot. Behind the defender, plenty of pace. And 2-0 here in match point.
And these are the sorts of plays it feels like eUnited learned how to break up in after the first two games.
Tough. They were stopping the ones from the ground. The ones across the air have definitely been a little tougher for them to block.
The name of the game back in seasons 3 and 4, the infield pass. Yeah. Still a prominent part of the meta. Roldiz gets this one across the box, but very high, and Turbo Pulse will extend it out to Justin. Up near the vertices, the connection of the ceiling and the wall makes the play. Ajax picks this one up, keeps it now on the ground. Garrett G with a miss in the corner. Ajax will look for goalies. Roldiz is right there in front of the box, but Garrett G recovers in time to get the clear. Now Justin. Back out Garrett G, Hound and Ajax in the midfield. Roldiz be able to get it up to Ajax, who got away from that one, puts it into the box, but the block comes through, and NRG's defense holds on just fine.
eUnited, though, definitely putting pressure on him in the box. Here's the first time that NRG have really been able to find an uncontested clear out of their own half.
Double tap finally. Justin gets this one back down, but Hoxer's there. And now, dribbling up against Garrett G, who's backwards. He's got that one done. Beautiful reaction again.
And that play is enabled because Garrett G makes a great read because Turbo forces Hoxer to push that ball right because Turbo gets right behind Hoxer and says, I'm taking away this option.
Roldiz with the interception. Justin and Garrett G were passing it back and forth down the field. Roldiz out of his net, makes the play. Now, set up for his team. Here's Ajax for the shot, but Justin's got him red. And now Garrett G out of his own corner, just lofting it high. And it almost looks to me like NRG's starting to get into some punt ball game here where they're just happy just to push it all the way into eUnited's half and say, you play this one out.
Oh my goodness.
You're the one that has to win. Justin with a complete air ball here. Ajax now moving up. Hoxer on the far side. Turbo Pulse will get the block, though, to put it back behind the eUnited offense. And they'll hold on. Get this one away.
Oh, nice. Smart. Garrett G drove at that just to force them to give him space, and then he makes it into a scoring chance with the opportunity. And Hoxer and Ajax combined to make a couple of nice stops.
Turbo Pulse hung way back on this one. Let Garrett G and Justin do all the offensive work. 1:56 left to go. A 2-goal lead. eUnited's got to get on the board. And they'll be done here in our regional playoffs. Turbo Pulse with a pass. Justin's there, puts it in. That's 3-0. NRG absolutely starting to run away with the series.
Hat trick for Justin. Not surprising here. Rolled opts to let this one bounce and take the corner boost. Turbo Pulse, okay, I'll just pass it to my teammate. And he fires one into the net.
147. eUnited now with their backs sincerely against the wall. They have to find a way to score 3 straight against NRG in 1 minute and 40 seconds. And Justin is getting juicy here with the drift turns. He is absolutely feeling hot. This comes up high again. Hawkshaw looks for a goal, but Turbo Pulse gets in the way. Justin was there as well. Garrett G will have to pop this one, and Turbo Pulse makes a second play to get this one away. And NRG just holds on, absolutely looking to shut him out here in the final game of the series. They're trying to make it the final game.
Oh, the speed!
And that's in from Turbo. What are you talking about? They are out. This team is so good.
That's the speed from Turbo Pulsar that was being unsuccessful earlier on. They would be up there to challenge, and to be fair, they were, but now you're seeing eUnited crack under it because they're trying to force things. They need 3 goals in a limited amount of time, and now they're out of position, just trusting that they'll win the ball so they can make a great counterattack, and Turbo just puts it behind the defense.
This is just becoming an exhibition on how to score. It's Justin and company light it up. They've kept it perfect on the defense. Garrett G wants to get on the action. Here's Turbo Pulse in with a shot. The dual threat there. Garrett G looks for it off the corner of the goal, but he won't be able to make that play happen. Turbo Pulse looks for a pass. Justin's up, looks for the shot, puts it on target, just a bit wide.
That's the scary thing is about Justin. He made that read so quick. Hoxer actually thought Justin wasn't even going to try.
Yeah.
He went up the wall, or if Justin got the touch, it was going to be towards the corner, and it was almost on target.
And just look at how all over the place the defense is right now from eUnited. And it's a difficult situation to be in with 30 seconds left, down by 4. It's technically possible, but it would be unprecedented. The game is over. You know NRG's got this one, so what do you play like at this point? It's going to be NRG for a 3rd season in a row. Actually, I believe a 4th season in a row playing in the championship. North America, they've won it in Season 6. They won it in Season 7. Now here in Season 8, they'll play for the 3rd one in a row. And to make it 5 as a team, NRG, they've got them beat. It'll be NRG versus Pittsburgh Knights for the North American title.
And that'll be a great rematch as well. That was a phenomenal series during league play. But this one all comes down to that wonderful 2-goal lead that they were able to secure in the first minute. Garrett G with a great infield pass. Justin with the hat trick. The shooting came alive here for NRG, able to finally crack that eUnited defense that was giving them a lot of trouble in games 3, 4, 5.
It genuinely came down to right there, and just NRG able to just one touch into the net every single time. That they didn't need the second touch. There wasn't a setup touch. It was a pass and a shot. There wasn't a pass setup shot, you know, and like this that absolutely shut down anything eUnited could do. And NRG, they've played 1 series so far today, and it's been an absolute delight.
And they had to fight for it, too. I
yeah.
mean, and I feel like it's an excellent warm-up to the Pittsburgh Knights because eUnited, whenever they were on offense, was absolutely throwing everything at them. So they're going to be well prepared to deal with what Pittsburgh throws at them, too.
Yeah, for sure. I cannot wait to watch eUnited play in Madrid. They will be there, and they'll be playing up against the best the world has to offer. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we've got NRG taking on the Pittsburgh Knights. Can Pittsburgh continue their crazy streak they've had all year? We'll find out after the break.